Hello and welcome to the FRL Tier 4 Online Championship. My name is Tom. I'll be joined tonight by Kieran, who hasn't arrived yet, but no doubt he will be turning up very soon. We are here for round 5 at the British track of Silverstone, and as you can see so far, we've got a lovely typical British weather for the first bit of the qualifying for Q1. We're already underway. So let's have a run through as normal to find out who we have on the grid for tonight. So we have one brand new racer, which we'll get to in a second. So one Ferrari has turned up, which is Craig Mills. Then we've got Jamie Owen in the Alpha Tauri, joined by F1 Podge. Then we've got Julian in the Red Bull, which is the single Red Bulls. Unfortunately, JJ East has not turned up. We don't actually know where JJ is, which is unusual because he actually checked in. So, a bit of a shame not to see JJ. Kian and John Neves return for the Mercedes. Good to see them back together again. Marcy is in the Alfa Romeo, the only Alfa Romeo there. We've got 2 racing points with SFC Gaz and Mean Man Moody, Scott Moody. PB is in the Haas, returns again for another race with Kobe van der Hayden. And then we've got Leclerc and Benz, of course, in those Renaults, who have shown to be quite strong at each of the tracks. And then we've got Paul Cook in the Williams, joined by Stevie, as of course Darren Parker unfortunately doesn't make it for the second race in a row. Down to the last ones then, which is McLaren, which is Callum Baker, and our brand new entrant, which is Lucky Boff, and he's already off in the grass. But Lucky is actually known as Lucas, but his friends call him Rudy, so we'll call him Rudy for the purpose of the commentating. Kieran's here now.
Yeah.
It's finally here. So I was going to say it's a great British weather
yes.
so far. Oh yes, cannot wait. So
It's like another day.
yeah, the wets are on. It's basically pouring down. Of course, it's only the first qualifying session, so we may see a dry race, but for now the guys have got those wets on. Kian Green starts with our early leader with a 1:39.244. Kobe very close, only half a second, just over half a second behind with a 1:39.91, and actually Jamie Owen goes into second with a 1:39.816, so very close so far at the top. F1 Podge a much slower 1:43.090. Paul Cook 1:43.659, and Callum a 1:46.085. So they're going to be very tentative, very edgy on those first few laps as they get used to the wet tyres. So Silverstone, Kieran,
Yes.
do you like it?
I don't know, it's not really a track I really race around. I don't actually know. Never tried it really. I've never tried it on the Formula 1 as well.
I'm not a fan, to be honest. It's quite flat. Never been a fan of Silverstone in any sense, even with the British touring cars. So, it's a track. It's kind of cool, but I'd prefer to see another British track holding this race. But they obviously we know that they can't because they're too small.
Yeah, it's the only big track we've got.
Yeah. Will we see the dominance of those Renaults again, or are we going to see someone else up the top?
At the minute, Kian's doing well.
Very much so. He's put in a very quick lap quite early on. Leclerc is the first of the Renaults with a 1:41.942, so that's unusual for Leclerc not to be up the top, and actually SFC Gaz in the Racing Point has gone quicker. Now it'll be good. It'd be worth to mention that last week was slightly different to the normal race. Kieran wasn't here, so I had to take the reins on my own. And for those that did watch it, we only had 6 cars finish the race after unfortunately we had a safety car glitch where I think it was Leclerc went past the safety car, and when everyone else decided to try and go past, they got disqualified completely and kicked out of the race. So only 6 finished, and yeah, so hopefully we'll have a normal race from this one. and hopefully some good racing to watch.
Yeah. Leclerc's gone second.
Okay, so Leclerc already showing some early intentions with a 1:39.742, so he's only half a second slower than Kian. So Kieran's still holding that quickest lap time. Further down we've got Kobe with a 1:39.7, so very close to Leclerc. Kobe got a very good result last time, one of the 6 cars to finish. He was delighted with that, but Leclerc, of course, he won it. Jamie Owen also quick up there. So Jamie's actually very, very promising in his qualifying, and he just had no luck last time, and he actually crashed out of qualifying and in the race really early on, which is literally in the first corner. So I think Jamie wants at least a finish with some points. And then also Rudy has shown a good intention very early on in that McLaren as well, with 5th quickest time at a 1:45.98. Interesting. Let's go on board with Millsy as he is on his outlap, the only Ferrari there. He has missed out on the last few races, so it's good to see him back.
Good to see Steve as well in there.
Yeah.
Again.
Steve Rice
Hopefully.
now takes hold of the Williams instead of Darren, instead of the Mercedes, which he was last time. So he struggled a little bit at Monaco, Steve, but you never know how he does here.
Went head on with the chicane, yeah.
Yeah. Also noticed that Kian has lost the quickest time to Kobe with a 1:39.207, so it's not that much quicker, but it's enough to put him on the top. So that's a good showing from Kobe as Millsy goes sideways. The back end kicks out, struggling to keep it in a straight line. Callum's still struggling with a 1:46.0. Also, Callum was unusually not there last week as well, which so
yeah.
Callum's there for everything. So let's have a look, see what Millsy's time's going to look like. On sector 2, he's looking a bit quicker now, staying in the dry line. It's a really fast left right chicane there, and again down a long straight under the bridge, and the fast sweeping right hander, and then downhill towards the tight left hand chicane. He locks up the wheels a bit, goes wide, and he's in the wet stuff. He's struggling to get that grip, and he floors it over the curb. The last right-hander over the line with a 1:42.5. It's not bad. It's a good start, especially as he did actually nearly spin out. So if he can go quicker, I reckon he can get into the 140s, maybe the 139s.
Safe.
Yes, safe place, of course. Only a few will. There's only a couple actually. The top 15 isn't it? So two will get eliminated. So. Yeah.
Which Steve is on his fast lap.
Interestingly, Rudy in the McLaren has gone for intermediates.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, the only one to go on intermediates. Whether it's
he hasn't done no laps on it though. Oh,
no.
It's just coming out now. It just changed to say that it's coming out on an outlet.
JJ joins last minute. It's a shame that he's not got on to qualifying, but at least he's here for the race. So
Yeah.
JJ gets here just a little bit late.
So Steve's going to set his lap, but what is he going to be able to do? Oh, sideways. Oh, he's going sideways. Drifted round both corners.
Nearly.
Yeah. No, he's invalid his lap as well. That was well held.
Very much so.
He's invalid the next lap as well. That's not good. Oh, JJ's in qualifying.
Yeah, I was going to say, so JJ East does get into it, but I don't know if he's always managed to. Oh, how does he? He's managed to get. Oh, he is. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so JJ. maybe just now. As long as it's in the first Q1 session, that'd be interesting. Yeah. So just under 4.5 minutes to go into Q1, and we've still got a few cars still to go. Of course, JJ is actually getting out to see if he can get himself in there, but Marcy still hasn't lapped yet. I'm going to have to ask PB because he never qualifies. Stevie is out in the Williams and he is on a fast lap here, so all he's got to do is really just put in a nice decent time to get himself into Q2 and stay safe. I think we could say Callum is possibly the most under threat. If everyone was to put a lap in last minute, Callum is the one most under threat from getting eliminated, as well as Scott Moody, depending on how PB does, if he does qualify. I think it's 1:45. Yeah, and I was going to say Stevie actually invalidates his time, so he's not actually set a lap time yet.
Invalid it from. He's just about to do another lap. That's if he can make it, but invalid it from that when he nearly went sideways. He cut one of the corners, so invalid his next lap as well.
Ah, I see. Right, okay, so he's on an actual valid lap now then, with only 3 minutes to go, so running out of time, but all he needs to do is put in a half decent lap to get through to Q2, which is then it's going to get a lot more difficult. So actually 3 cars will now be eliminated after JJ joins last minute.
But Ruben as well, he's now on his fast lap. 1 lap wonder for Ruben.
So I'm sorry, but Ruben does pull out the bag last minute.
Oh yes, he does. He knows he don't have to worry about qualifier 1. He can just come out and do 1 lap.
Stevie's looking much cleaner this lap. Oh no, he's invalidated it again.
Invalidate.
No. So Stevie's struggling to stay in the boundaries of the track there, especially around those fast left-right handers. Okay, so JJ on a fast lap then. This would be pretty good if JJ was to pull out a bag as well himself to get through. I can just imagine him in real life as a Red Bull driver, just running into his car. He got stuck in traffic on the way to work, and to drive his Formula 1 car, jumps in last minute. There we go, set a time into Q2. It's very difficult to see the difference between the actual track limits. Some of it's a fair bit of runoff in some areas, so I'm not surprised that Stevie might be struggling himself. JJ really tentative on those tyres. And so far it's set a 1:15. He's coming down to the last few corners. Downhill into the sharp left-hand chicane. It's not looking too quick at the moment. He's already into the 140s. And he goes across the line with a 143.793, so it's 13th. It's not amazing.
So the 3 what's going to be knocked out is the 3 which ain't made a lap.
Yeah, because they're in the pits. Stevie comes in the pits, and he's not going to get
out of the pits.
He's coming out of the pits, but he's not going to. He's not. No, he's not got enough time to get out. So Stevie, unfortunately, with Marcy and PB, will be eliminated. And actually, I said Callum's going to be eliminated, but he's managed to. He's safe. Yeah. So well done. All he had to do was put a lap in. Got one in early. Wasn't quick, but at least it was a lap time. Whereas others struggled just to even do a lap. So a big varied range there in the wet. So whether it's going to be any different in the dry, if they do have any dry race conditions, and everyone's in the 139s, no dominance there. The two Renaults, third and fourth. Kian is second with Kobe up the top, but it's really close up the top. The top five covering half a second, just over half a second, with the next best thing with Rudy would have won 40.5, sorry. So yeah, very, very interesting. They're all going around. I don't know if they're kind of trying to get a quicker lap time.
He might be just trying.
Yep, getting some practice in. It's always good to get out there. It doesn't have to do a quicker lap time, but practice makes perfect, and he might be just wanting to go quicker for Q2. Don't know if he's actually going to make it round.
I don't know. 1 minute 52. Yeah, he should make that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, 140. So he should just make his lap in.
Wow! So even with the session, even with the session over with, Ruben has put in a 138.7, half a second quicker than Kobe. We told it like, there we go, pulls out of the bag.
Yeah. As he does.
Callum's going quicker.
Yeah.
A second and a half quicker. So he could be pushing Scott Moody for 14th.
Don't know, it could be. Don't know if it's going to be enough. But it looks so much smoother this time round. Oh.
He does, yeah. He beats him. Well done, Callum. He gets 14th. So that would have been good if he was right on the cusp of being eliminated.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well done to Callum. So, there we have it. Q1 is complete, with Ruben getting the quickest time last minute with a 138.711. There it is. Kobe was quickest for the majority of it with a 139.2, but obviously lost it. Kian was the beginning quickest time, down to third, 139.2. Leclerc in the other Renault, 139.2. So the two Renaults up the top in terms of teams. Jamie Owen in fifth with a 139, and the rest follow on there in the 140s. So, yep. But of course, that's just the rain in the first qualifying session. Let's see what Q2 brings.
Is it going to be raining as well?
Yeah.
Still raining.
Okay, more of the same then. So Q2 gets underway.
Calm down.
No, it's not any better, is it? Now this one, only the top 10 will be going through to Q3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars will be eliminated. So it's a little bit more pressure to go quicker. I think we know the ones who will be safe, but you never know. They struggle to put a decent time in.
Scott Moody's the first one out of the pits.
It's the yellow flag. I think that's Rudy, struggling just to stay on the track in the first few corners. And half of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars stay in the pits, whilst the rest all...
And as usual, Ruben's in the pits.
Ruben, yep. Last minute Ruben. Paul Cook, F1 Podge and Julian all in the pits.
Yep.
Let's enable the detail. So watching Rudy still heading round, but let's go and find Scott Moody, who is the first to start a fast lap, and it actually has one of the Mercedes behind him getting a good slipstream, getting a good tow on him. Whether that's going to affect the lap time and they're going to get in each other's way, or Kian and Scott Moody. Oh, Scott Moody. No, that's stopped his lap. Leclerc is off the circuit. Not sure what's happened to him. Possibly spun it out.
Yeah.
Let's go on board with Kian then, because he's got ahead of Scott Moody for the first fast lap.
Don't know if it's going to be enough though, that's the thing.
No, he did go quite wide after getting past Scott.
Yeah.
Into someone spun. That is a Scott Moody again. I think he's just waiting for everyone to go past potentially. Purple sector for Kian. As he comes down to the last few corners.
I think that Ferrari's going a bit faster than Kian.
So Millsy might be on to a good lap time here. Or Kian struggling to keep the car straight. Does a 1:39.0. That's a good time. Millsy a 1:40.824. So it's a fairly decent time for his first lap. Gets it in the bag. Kobe a 1:39.7. And John Neves. Millsy has spun it. So he regains position and will go into the pits, no doubt. Gets out as everyone's way. John Neves fifth now as SFC Gaz with a 1:42.3. So SFC Gaz is looking quick here in the racing point.
He's looking quite
strong
in the rain.
Yeah, I was going to say he could be the rain, could be the circuit, could be a bit of both. It's not to say he's never been quick. It's just he's never really been up there in the front runners.
Callum's going lawnmower. Cutting the grass.
JJ gets, he's got a sixth with a 1:43. Callum's 1:44. So he's gone better than he did last time.
Callum
he's off.
Oh, he has lost it.
And he spins it. That's a shame. But still plenty of time with 9 minutes to go on the clock. And Callum's struggling in the rain here. Potentially. Oh, he's done it again.
Oh, no.
He's spun it out again. And let's That is one of the... Kian also has spun it. So a few of them really are struggling here. So Kian gets back on the circuit. So let's run through what we've got so far. So Kian still with the fastest lap at a 1:39.0, just above the 1:38, so nearly there. Ruben last time pulled it out of the bag and did a 1:38.7, so that's the quickest so far we've seen. Leclerc and the Renault has done 1:39.2. Not sure what's happening with Leclerc. Maybe he's glitching out of it.
Lucky is not really getting lucky.
No.
With that time.
No, he's probably spun out there. Paul Cook doing a decent job at the Williams as well. That's another good time, a 1:41.739. And actually Gaz's time with a 1:42 isn't necessarily the quickest, so that's pushing him down to 6th already. John Neves 1:43.008. Scott Moody won a 1:46.262, so still a few to put in some lap times and to show what they can do. With just over 7.5 minutes to go. Ruben is out.
Started his fastest lap.
So let's go on board with Ruben then.
This could be very interesting to see what he can do.
Kobe does a 1:38.7, so he's matched almost Ruben's quickest time from Q1. Kobe looking strong here again. So can he maybe snatch pole in Q3 if the conditions continue on like this? So that's a quick lap.
That is a very quick lap.
Ruben, sector 2.
I think that was quicker than Ruben's qualifying 1 lap. Fastest lap.
Yeah, potentially. Not by a huge amount, but it's there.
No.
Yellow flag, sector 2. I think it's just some slow drivers. So here comes Ruben around the last few corners with 6 minutes left on the clock for Q2. Ruben, oh, he goes second. Look how close that is. 1:38.782. Really good qualifying session here, coming on with 2 very quick times there, and it's anyone's for the taking in terms of pole positions. We've got some couple of quick ones out there, but nothing dominant. So it's going to be interesting. Everyone's having to really adjust to this rain so far. So at the moment, unless the bottom 3 don't actually set a time, Scott Moody, Callum, JJ, SFC Gaz and Paul Cook will be eliminated if they are slowest. Lucky Boff, as you said, not lucky now, does a 1:46.91, so he's up to 5th in that McLaren. So Rudy showing another promising start for Q2. Millsy also doing well in the Ferrari. So Jamie Owen is one of the ones who is actually out without a time on a fast lap here. He's on sector 2 and he's looking nice and smooth.
I've just been watching Ruben. I know he's coming in pits. I was going to say, I thought he was saving up his battery because he got it to 100%, but obviously he must be running out of fuel to do a lap. don't know what's been happening to John lately. He's usually up in the top 3, fighting.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. He's had a couple of struggles in the last few rounds, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, and Jamie Owen goes into 5th with that time. So a safe lap, but not the quickest. And don't know if it's me, I think the rain's getting worse.
Does look like that.
Let's have a look then. We've got 2 cars yet to set some times. Julian in the Red Bull and F1 Podge in the Alpha Tauri. Julian on an out lap here. No one going any quicker with 3 and a bit minutes left to go in Q2. Julian is potentially waiting. Is he waiting? I think he's going to wait for Millsy to go past in the Ferrari. There he goes. Maybe get a bit of toe off of him. So, time is running out then. John Neves has done 5 laps on those tyres. He needs to get another set really. Yellow flag for sector 3, and that might have been that racing point, but that's moved on, so no one interesting to watch there for. So Scott Moody has either quit or he's, I think so, no, he's not come off the circuit, so maybe he's retired, so he's
given up.
Not going any quicker. No, I think he's realised he's going to be eliminated, so saves himself for the race. So Julian then out on his fast lap, and then F1 Podge is actually quite close behind, so could be seeing these 2 laps into the leaderboard very quickly. Sector 1 yellow flag, and that's nothing drastic. I think there was another Mercedes. Julian very, very careful. He goes a bit wide. Then floors, it's a fast right-hander. Then there's the old pit straight. Another fast right-hander. Careful not to go wide to the runoff there, otherwise you'll get penalised. Through the really fast X's. Under the bridge. Oh, it's a purple sector for Julian.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Julian's just got a purple sector for sector 2.
Yeah. Down to the tight left-right chicane then. The last few corners for Julian. Where does he put himself? In Q2.
Could do another lap.
He could do.
7th.
So it's a good time. 1:39.9 then. Good for 7th, and that's ruined that lap for him. So.
He did say a lap, but he only got 13th.
Oh no! So F1 Podge then is looking at being eliminated. Does he get a chance to do another one? I think he will.
So is Callum. Callum's
no, he's spun it out.
That's that.
So I think is Callum out in the circuit?
Yep.
He is. No, he's he's invalidated. Yeah. So I think.
What about Gaz?
Yeah.
Can Gaz get in the top 10? No, he's invalid. He's late. So ignore that one.
So there we go. Then we are at the end of the Q2 session, and we have our eliminated drivers. SFC Gaz in the Racing Point, JJ East for Red Bull, F1 Pod for Alpha Tauri, Dung Beetle, Callum Baker in the McLaren, and of course Scott Moody in the second of the racing. So 2 Racing Points get eliminated in Q2, so that's not going to be a great points haul for them if they don't convert that in the race. So yes, interesting. Looking at some of the cars then for Q3, we have one Haas, two Renaults, two Mercedes, one Alpha Tauri, one McLaren, one Renault, and one Red Bull, one Williams. So again, Mercedes and Renault, the dominant forces here in Tier 4. So we're going to go into Q1 in a little bit. The most exciting part of qualifying, to see who actually puts their car into pole. Will we see more rain? Is it Julian? Yeah, I think Julian. There we go. Yeah, so will we see more rain? And will we see a new pole position first timer? I think can't remember if Kobe's actually done a pole position yet.
I don't think he has.
No, I think it's really just
been Reynolds.
Yeah, or John Neves.
Mercedes, yeah.
I think they're just very good at quick laps, whereas you've got the likes of Marcy, Kobe, Jamie Owen. A few of them are very, very good at races. Right, so we continue as we left off with Q3 then, as the rain continues to pour. This is like what we had yesterday with the weather here in Britain.
Yeah.
It was just non-stop rain all day, and it was as grey as the clouds are in this game. A lovely week of sunshine, and then Friday came along and it just poured down all day.
Not good.
No. It would have been nice to see a dry qualifying, as it would have changed up the potential, but
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some potentially similar results to what we had in Q2 and Q3, but at least Kobe knows that he could potentially get that first pole. It'd be nice to see someone different on pole position.
Yeah.
But can he do it?
He's got to do that lap again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying, I imagine, if he used to do it in the wrong qualifying session. He didn't
And
need.
he's the first one out as well.
Yeah. So Q3 has 10 minutes on the clock, and those 10 minutes will run down very, very quickly as all the drivers push to get those fast laps. And this is where it matters. This is where it put them on the grid.
Yep.
And I have to say, we've actually have seen some upsets in Q3, sorry, as we've seen some of the big names actually struggling to put in a quick lap time when it mattered. So let's go on board then with Kobe, as he's one of the first to be out in the Haas.
Oh, 2 wheels on that grass didn't help.
And he's got that looks like Rudy behind him, who's getting a good tow.
Yeah.
It's,
Staying with him.
oh no, he's just slightly lost the back end. So first sector down and done. Let's forget about the telemetry. Let's put some times on. There we go. So round another fast right hand, the old pit straight down to the fast right hander. And I tell you what, Millsy is also looking very, very nice and snug behind Jamie, getting a good toe as well. Purple sector for Kobe. Yellow flag. Oh no, Millsy's out. So Millsy has unfortunately crashed the car, and he has not set a time, so he will be 10th.
Wow.
At least.
I bet he's a bit gutted about that.
Let's go on board with John Neves to see where he can see Millsy, and he's going to be, yeah, there he is. He's in the wall. So Kobe, 139.2. So look at that, Leclerc with a 138.6. So the fastest time we've seen so far, Leclerc is on pole position for now. Rudy does a 140.094 in the McLaren. Still not over just over 7 minutes left.
Kobe's going a bit quicker. He's just got a purple sector 1.
Any other fast times coming about? Kian is on an out lap. John Neves is on a fast lap, and he's actually only just started the lap, so still a bit of way to go. Paul Cook does a 141.5 in the Williams. John Neves with that lag again. It's not great.
So, been informed that basically the race day is meant to be a dry race.
Okay, it's going to be drier. Kobe comes in the pits. Can Rudy go quicker in this lap time? Goes in the pits. Paul Cook, who is going to be, is that Jamie Owen? Yeah, Jamie Owen comes round then. Oh no, Jamie invalidates his lap time, so he's not going to put in a quick lap time. That's in the pits, so that's then go on board with Kian. So yeah, John, so it's John who's next then to get a fast lap time. We're down to 9 cars after Millsy went off and into the wall. Oh, locks the wheels into the chicane. Nearly the back end kicking out. Around the last right hander, John 4th. And it's not a quick time at all, is it? No.
No.
So something's missing with John, whether it's a combination of not liking the track and the rain. John just, since the FRL Tier 4 started up after S&S, with John dominating, he's just not able to convert those races, is he?
No.
Could it be the introduction of Leclerc and Ruben? But I don't know. They were there. From the word go. So yeah, real shame.
Well, Ruben's just coming out on his outlet.
Kian's on a fast lap. Yep. And Jamie Owen is on a fast lap time here. He hasn't got a lap time just yet, with 4.5 minutes to go. It's a bit of a mishmash so far.
He had a black crash helmet. I thought no one was sitting in the driver's seat.
Jamie comes across the line and goes second.
Oh,
that's a
good lap.
Good lap, 138.8. So he will be delighted with that after a disappointing session and race last time out.
Kian's about to cross the line. Oh, look at that.
What a time of 1:38.431 for Kian Green. That's an absolutely amazing time. Smashed it, absolutely smashed it. 2/100ths quicker. Sorry, 2/10ths quicker than Leclerc and Kian Green. Wow. But I don't think we're going to be seeing the last of this because Ruben still hasn't put a lap in. Oh, he's going to do something stupid and put it into the 1:37s. I can just see it.
He's happy about that. He's swerving up and down the straight.
Yes.
But is it going to be enough? That's the question.
Yeah.
Ruben.
3 minutes still left to go, so there's plenty of time.
His fastest lap.
This is where everything starts to get interesting. All the cars are on there on the track except from Millsy, and they're all going to be desperate to put in some quicker times. There's Kian now who's towing off of the back of Lord Julian. Could he go quicker? It might boost his confidence. Yellow flag, sector 2. No, nothing major going on there.
Just car slow there.
Jamie Owen back in the pits.
Ruben's just got a purple sector 1. He's going for it.
Leclerc is going slow. He's on an outlap, that's why. Is Kian going to go quicker? 2.5 minutes to go. Here comes Kian. Much slower, 1:44.
Yeah, he was swerving, so I think he's getting ready for another lap.
Kobe is a bit quicker, I think, potentially.
Ruben's got a purple sector 2 as well. So that's 2 purple sectors.
So here comes Ruben then. It's looking good.
Could he upset Kian? I think Kian was so proud of that lap.
Yeah. Oh, he's sideways. He's a bit slow.
Is it enough?
No, it's not.
No. Oh, I think it's from that sideways. If he didn't go sideways, he might have been fine.
It's a Mercedes Renault so far as Kian holds that pole position with Ruben only getting third. So, no, he spun it.
Sideways. He's done. No. That's him. That's his race done.
That's it. Yeah, he's third. He's not going to go any quicker. Nope. Who could go around quicker? This is Rudy. And
that's Leclerc spun it as well, so that's him out as well.
There he is.
I think they're pushing it a bit too much.
Yeah, they are, definitely, without a doubt.
So Kian's coming round to set his lap. I don't know if it's going to be quicker.
We're running out of people, aren't we, really? Could he go quicker?
He does. He beat time again.
I was going to say, yeah, he's gone. He nearly does the 1:37s. That's amazing. So now more than it's just about half a second quicker than Leclerc. This is stunning from Kian.
He might be able to come round Leclerc and do one last lap. So he starts it.
This will be a massive upset.
The only one who can do it.
Who also is
Ruben don't get a chance.
Ruben, no. Jamie Owens on an outlap, so he's not going to go quicker. Kobe could go quicker. Kobe's done a purple sector 2.
Oh, is Kobe out for a lap?
Yep.
Oh. He goes past the pit, so he thinks that he might have a strong time. What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
Kobe crosses the line.
Interesting.
No, it's not enough.
Oh no!
It's not enough. So we are then down to just Leclerc.
Oh, he's pushing that car. He is pushing that car. Oh, you can hear their gears change when you're watching the driver's view. He is really pushing it. You can hear the gear changing.
Is it going to be enough? Got to get round those last few corners and that last chicane. Perfect. It's looking good. I think he's done it. Oh my god! Oh my god, 1:37.8. What a stunning time. I can't believe it.
Wow. Yeah, man, I think Kieran thought he had that in the bag. What a lap.
Amazing.
When you watch it in driver's view, he was pushing that to the limit. Well driven by Leclerc. Well driven.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
So Leclerc is our pole position sitter with a 1:37.8. I did say, didn't I? One into the 1:37s, something stupid like that, and he gets it. I really feel for Kian though, because he was going quicker and he was, looking really happy with it, and he should be happy with what he's done, but it's just not quite enough to
Jamie's
stop Leclerc.
Got a 5 grid place penalty.
That's interesting. I'm not sure why he got that.
So he's going to start 10th.
Oh, Jamie, I'm sure. Didn't he? He got that last time. He got that at Monaco, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
Something going on with Jamie just hasn't. He hasn't got the luck.
Collision with Millsy, grid penalty.
With Mills, but Millsy was it?
So was it? That's what caused Millsy to crash.
Oh, maybe.
That's what it says on there. Collision with Mills.
Okay.
Well, it's race time.
Look at that. Dry.
Oh yeah, it's bone dry. Driving styles have to change now. Right, before this race starts, I'm going to quickly grab a drink.
You do that. So as we wait for all the cars to load in, of course we've just seen a quite dramatic and really exciting qualifying session as Leclerc steals that pole position away from Kian, who put a fantastic effort in to try and get his first pole positions. However, still in a good position to get a win. So it's a one-stop strategy predicted for the drivers in this particular race. It's dry at the moment, it's overcast, so I don't know if we will actually see any rain. Not sure what Kian is going. Has to be careful, otherwise he'll be out of position. He'll get himself a penalty early on in this race. Callum and Podge disqualified, and will have to start without warming their tyres up, possibly having contact between each other, which unfortunately with this game is a bit too common, and we see it quite a few times over the few races that we have streamed. So Leclerc is our current championship leader. He's had a few wins. Could he convert this into another win, or can Kian Green stop him, as he's shown some real great pace in the qualifying? But Ruben which is Leclerc's teammate in the Renault, is next to him, next to Kian, so will act as a rear gunner and we'll try and support Leclerc, but we will see what happens. Kobe will be in 4th in the Haas, and he's shown some good results in the last few races. John Neves manages to get himself up there, struggling to stay on top. SFC Gaz also disqualified. This is JJ East, so they're just struggling to stay behind each other on this formation lap. What is going on? Paul Cook, Millsy and Rudy all disqualified. Oh my god, this is amazing. Just when I thought the session at Hungaroring last weekend was interesting. But luckily this is simply the formation lap, so those cars will start the race.
This is going to be interesting.
Yes, I think it will be. So we are here then for round 5, tier 4 of FRL at Silverstone, and away they go, and it's a poor start for Leclerc. Kian's got a better start. Oh, it's an awful start for Leclerc.
Wow.
And Ruben
he's
goes
gone off the track.
Oh,
that's John.
So that's Jamie.
That's a few of them.
John, Millsy. I didn't see what happened there, but Kian Green leads this race then with the 2 Renaults in 2nd and 3rd, but Ruben is really close behind him in that Renault. Could he make a dive for the lead of the race? Oh, they touch.
Oh, that's close.
Oh dear.
Side
Ruben's
by
on the
side.
outside. Kian is there, and they are still side by side, but Ruben has to slot in behind. Oh no, he doesn't. I think he's still
No,
got
he
a good one on
doesn't.
the out. No, he's on the outside. Could he get the undercut? Oh, Kian runs wide and he's got him. Ruben
Oh,
takes
he's
the lead
done
of the
it.
race.
Wow.
So Ruben's leading then with Leclerc in 3rd, and
Well, it doesn't look like there's any damaged wings. No one's pitted, so
no, so it could have been just simply a spin out and a bit of a touch,
Yeah.
and people in avoidance of other cars possibly have gone off. So let's say that Kian is really pushing on the back of Ruben, and Ruben is not running away with that lead. Oh, there's a little bit of a rub on the back of
oh, it's
Kian.
Ruben.
Yeah.
I thought Leclerc was leading.
No, Ruben is leading because Leclerc got an awful start. He really bogged down.
Ah,
Yeah. 2 cars come into the pits then. That is Callum and Stevie, the McLaren and the Williams. Oh, that is one of the... Is that Scott Moody? Scott Moody is off in the racing point then. As he comes back on the circuit, he's got a wing damage, so he's going to have to come into the pits. So a poor start for him. There's Callum and there's Stevie coming into the pits then. This race is really hotting up at the front here between the 2 Renaults and the Mercedes. Kian has got on a good opportunity here to take his first ever win. He has shown some real masterclass in a few of the races, but this could be his race if he can just get on the back of Ruben. But in actual fact, looks like Leclerc has just about got better pace here down the straight, and could put in a dive to get past him, and he doesn't quite do it yet. This is good for Rudy behind Leclerc in the McLaren. Marcy has left the session, so something's happened to Marcy. Whether it's he was kicked out, whether he was crashed out, I don't know what's happened.
needs another invite, so I'll try.
Okay,
I think I've got him.
let's go further down.
Matteo, ain't it? Is it Matteo? No.
Marcy.
Marcy.
So Kobe down in 10th now, struggling, and he's actually behind JJE. So something's happened to Kobe at some point, and there's a bit of a battle mid-pack here. with JJ, Kobe, Julian, Jamie, and the other House of PB behind. So maybe Kobe was part of that spinning earlier. But look at the top four, they are so close together. Three-second time penalty for Kian Green. So Kian already has got some penalties, and that is Leclerc running wide, but he's got a good toe here on the back of Kian. Oh. So Ruben's just about gapped ahead of Kian, so he's got a little bit of space to breathe now, and he can focus on himself whilst Leclerc pushes the back of Kian. Here's gone on the outside. Could he get the overtake done? Oh, they make contact again.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, really close. And this is actually allowing Rudy
outside
behind to catch up.
Oh, that's close.
Rudy goes really wide, and he gets penalties for track limits, so that's a shame for Rudy, but he can continue. And Leclerc's gone really wide. Leclerc's gone really wide, so it's allowed Rudy to go into third position. He's on the back of Kian now. Fantastic racing at the front here. The guys are on edge. That SFC Gaz is off, so another of the racing points. It's not exactly the same point as Scott Moody, so that's interesting. Both racing points go on for exactly the same part of the track. So Racing Point having a nightmare here. Oh, look how close Leclerc is on the back of Rudy here, with Kian just ahead, and Leclerc has got a good run up onto the inside of Rudy. Oh, he doesn't make it though. This is fantastic racing. We're only on lap 4 of 26.
Yeah. Ruben's getting away.
Ruben is getting away with all the second, third and fourth of Kian, Rudy and Leclerc having a fight, and Leclerc has got another opportunity here. I think he's got the job done this time. Goes up on the inside and he does get the job done. Rudy's going to hold off very close behind though, and he's actually done a good job. Yellow flag sector 2. No, I think major going on there. I don't think so. Oh, I can't take my eyes off this front pack here. We do have a middle pack that's looking quite interesting, but great racing. Let's have a little look then further down. There's Kobe's up to 5th, and Paul Cook is 6th then. Jamie Owen, JJ Marcy has continued in the race, and he's actually side by side. SFC Gaz gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Marcy's on the back of F1 Podge. Oh, blimey, PB right on the back of Millsy. Very much so. Okay, then further down then, and let's look into our leaders. And Leclerc, as you can see ahead, is right on the tailpipe of Kian. Kian is just about holding on to second. And as you say, all the time this is happening, Ruben is way off in the distance. Leclerc is on the outside of Kian. Can he get the overtake done? Oh, it's really close. Oh, as he locks up those front wheels, Leclerc, I think, has got the job done this time. And Kian has to settle for third. So is Kian now under threat from Rudy? No, Rudy's dropped off a tiny bit. So Kian could stay on the toe of Leclerc to see if he can get back past. 3-second time penalty for SFC Gaz. And we have one of the racing points is off on the far right hand corner. Again, the same corner. And I think that is, yeah, me man Moody gets a DNF. He's gone off, so that will be a virtual safety car, and things calm down after a fantastic start to this Silverstone British Grand Prix for round 5 of Tier 4. Oh, wow.
It's all happening.
It is. So actually looking further down, it's a bit close. 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th. F1 Podge gets 3-second time penalties for multiple warnings, possibly track limits. John Neves struggling down in 12th, as we said again. Kean really showing off for Mercedes, as John just not able to get that Mercedes around this circuit in a comfortable fashion. John and Marcy having a battle. So John up to 11th now as Marcy's pushed down to 12th. And it actually looks like Millsy's right on the back of F1 Podge. A little bit of a tap there.
Don't know who that is off the track.
Someone's off the track. That is...
Oh,
is that...
it's,
oh, that's Rude. Oh, that's Rudy, yep.
yeah.
So he's gone off the same point as those racing points. No pun intended. That's an interesting place then. So that's maybe, is it a curb? Is it just a particular corner that people struggle with? 3 cars have gone off there, and 2 of them are DNF from it for contact. Oh, Millsy and Millsy and F1 Podge having a great race behind here. And that's actually John Neves. So yeah, so I'm going to say, go on, to interrupt you.
I was going to say, no, I was going to say, and John.
Yeah, John has actually got past F1 Podge then.
Trying to make ground back.
Yeah.
He probably could do with a safety car. A fully safety car.
Yeah. It's really disappointing for Rudy, because he was in 4th and it was great of the front.
Yeah.
Leclerc posts the quickest time of 1:28.978 for Renault. So could Leclerc catch up with Ruben? Let's go back up at the front then. Yeah, look, they've caught up, possibly down to a virtual safety car, but
Yeah.
Even Kean is still there. So if anything was to happen between the 2 Renaults, Kean could still take it.
Are they going to think like a team, or are they?
Well, I don't know. They're both very quick. Leclerc is winning, so Ruben will take any chance to take a win, as Leclerc is almost kind of, taking all the wins. So yeah, very, very interesting. Kobe back up to 4th where he should have been. However, he is 15 seconds behind. And 3 seconds. Look at all those penalties. Let's just see. Guess
it
got
weren't
8.
just me. Like, the times ain't coming up. The gaps. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it? Not sure what's going on there. Let's go and find a particular race. We've got PV on the back of F1 Podge, trying to push. Ruben goes and gets the quickest lap, 1:28.855 then. We are on to lap 9 of 26, and this race is very, very quickly disappearing, as plenty of action is making things fly, and we've got a 3-way fight for 6th. JJ, Paul Cook and Millsy in the Ferrari, as they go down with the fast right-hander. Oh, Millsy's looking... Whoa, that was close. But close not to go into the back of that Williams.
As I say, then both Reynolds are both on medium tyres. And they're driving like if they're on softs.
But Leclerc has just got himself a 3-second penalty, so that's not going to help matters if he wants to get past Ruben. And she's got 6-second penalty now, so he's actually going to lose second if things stay as they are, as Millsy goes past the Williams of Paul Cook here, but Paul Cook stays behind Millsy And I wonder if he's going to try and get past him. The sun has decided to shine now, so it could change the conditions slightly. Oh no, that is SFC Gaz again, and I can't believe it's in the same space. That corner is deadly, absolutely deadly. So those racing points really struggling around there.
Well, that's Kian in the pits. He's putting hard.
Yep. So Kian is on the pit, in the pits. Sorry.
So he's going to see it to the end with the hards. Try to. I don't know what the Reynolds on, if they're going for a one stop or if they're going to try two.
Where is Kian going to slot into? I think he's going to be behind a bit of traffic. He goes actually behind the Renault of Millsy. So a couple of cars to get past here. That could be a factor when it comes down to the two Renaults pitting. And but Kian here has gone into the hards, and as you say, you're right. He's going to try and see it all the way through to the end. John Neves on the back of Paul Cook here. He's got some good toe. He's got DRS. He goes onto the outside into the left-hander. Whoa! Wow!
Kieran's got a bit of traffic to try and get through. He's up the side of Millsy. Oh, that was close.
So Kian is now struggling to get past Millsy, warming those tyres up. Look. Oh, he's got a better exit.
Quicker.
Oh, Millsy, oh my God, nearly forcing him off the track. Millsy's got to be careful.
This is holding Kieran up. It's not good
massively.
For
no, it's not, is it?
He's got all the DRS. He's got everything, but just Millsy's just in the way.
SSC.
Kieran's no challenge because. Like, he's not really racing against Millsy with the fresher tyres and everything.
Kobe 3 second time penalty, PB 3 second time penalty, and Gaz just gives up. He comes into the pits. He didn't even go off the circuit.
It still can't get past.
If
I was Millsy, I'd let Kian go past, and it could give Millsy a chance to catch up with JoJo.
Yeah.
If he just follows.
So the Renault's still out, and I wonder if either of them are going to pit after seeing Leclerc pit.
Has he done it?
Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, he's got to be careful not to make contact. Oh my God!
Well, that's it. He's at the inside. He's done it.
But no, Millsy's going to come. Millsy's in the gravel. No.
No, he's not.
That was close.
Risky. Very risky.
If he's not careful, wing parts could come off, and that's it. Game over.
Thing is, he's lost so much time now, Kian. I think, like, the Reynolds could pit now and still come out.
Just watch John Neves just to get the corner completely wrong. Shortcutted, gets himself a penalty for track limits. Two cars in the pits.
Got to go past him.
Who is in the pits? That is Jamie and Kobe. So what's Kobe going to go on to? Millsy 5 seconds.
He's going to try and do the undertake on Millsy. Millsy gets a 5 second penalty for speeding.
Kobe goes on to mediums, and so does Jamie. So the pit's looking quite busy here. PB up to 4th, but of course hasn't pitted yet.
Changed John's front wing.
So this is really changing everything around now.
That's it. He's got past Millsy through the pits. Kian's the only one basically on hards up the top, so he's trying to stay out for the whole race. The others are going to have to pit again. I'm going to
say, those Renaults. It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah. The Renault's going to go on another mediums, or are they going to go for hards?
So Kian 34 seconds behind. It really depends on what those Renaults do, how long they stay out on those tyres. Let's have a look, see They've done 12 laps each. Not only that, they've got to consider they're both actually fairly close together. They can't pit together.
Who's going to pit first?
And whether and how that's going to affect it.
Got to really think about this. They do.
Yeah, got to work as a team, as you say.
To each other, yeah.
Yeah. Yellow flag, sector 3.
Oh, that's Paul.
Yeah, so Paul is off. Oh, he's right in the middle of the
safety car.
He's right in the middle of the track. That's really odd. How's he done that? So I'm on board with Marcy. In a little while, you'll come past Paul Cook there. What's he done? Unless he's gone really hard into the wall and bounced back onto the circuit, I'm not sure what he's done.
Oh, I'm surprised that's not a safety car, to be fair.
Virtual safety car, but not a full one. So
which we know in the new game, the 2021, that it can go to a virtual to a full safety car. It's all green, so it's away they go again.
Renault's still out.
I was going to say that would have done Kian a big favour. If that was a fully safety car.
Just looking at penalties. 6 seconds for Leclerc, so that could be a factor. And that is the red ball. Julian. Julian's facing the wrong way. Julian.
Oh wow.
Julian, what's Julian doing? Is he going to retire?
No, he has. He's disqualified.
Wow. Because he was facing the wrong way.
It usually means that they've driven the wrong way for too long.
Wow. So he didn't do a very good job of facing the right way. Or was that JJ? Yeah, JJ's... Oh, Red Bull. It's all happening for Red Bull as well, because JJ spun. That's a strange place to spin as well. One Renault, two Renaults both staying out. So this is
how
really
long they can go on them tyres for, I'm not sure.
Leclerc 120, it's still a fastest lap. That's ridiculous.
They obviously can do at least 16 laps, I guess, on before they start feeling a bit of a tyre wear.
Jamie Owen is behind the two Hasses, and the two Hasses are very close together. Obviously they might be on different strategies at different points in this race.
Well,
PB hasn't pitted.
He's been on the tyres for 13 laps. Kobe's just gone past him.
So that's some good teamwork there.
So he could hold up Jamie a bit for Kobe to get away.
Oh, Jamie goes really deep. Stevie gets 3-second time penalty. Jamie up to 5th, and I think he'll be pleased with that so far after, again, the bad luck he's had.
Yeah.
So only 13 cars in this race are left after we've already had 4 DNFs and 1 disqualification. So yeah, very interesting. The Renaults are coming back round. Do we see a pit from one of the Renaults? Yes, we do. Ruben comes in first as Leclerc continues on. So let's watch to see what happens with Ruben. And Kian still a little bit away from Ruben. It's going on softs. That's interesting. So Ruben then is going to slot into second with that pit stop, and it's nice and comfortable for him. Let's go down to then Millsy, who's on the back of John Neves, who's up in 8th. Although Millsy's got an 11-second time penalty. Yeah, he's got DRS enabled. Could he get past?
I guess Leclerc will come in now.
Yeah, surely. Millsy goes wide. Let's watch Leclerc. Comes in the pits. So this is the one that's going to be interesting to watch. He's got the 6-second time penalty, and he needs to put on some tyres.
Kian's got 6 as well though.
Oh, so Kian's gained more. Yeah, looking like Kian might have to settle for third. Although,
the way it goes.
oh, Kobe could snatch that podium off of Kian.
Oh, I'm quite shocked. Oh no, wait. I can't remember what tyres Leclerc was on.
Look, he was on mediums,
Yeah,
so they've both
he's
gone
gone
on to
softs.
softs.
Which
Leclerc,
is the one stop strategy, so
Yeah,
it depends.
Ruben.
But just Kian done
Can
these
they-
really early.
Yeah,
But I think it was from that hold up, which has slowed him right down. I think he would have been with him, to be fair, if he didn't get held up by Millsy.
yeah. Let's have a look, because Jamie's on the back of Kobe. So this is a good race. If two of them have got both 3-second time penalties, so it's not going to matter with the penalties. And this is actually fighting for fourth, potentially third, as if Kian isn't careful, he's got a 6-second time penalty, and there's only 10 seconds ahead of Kobe, so he's only got 4 seconds in hand. That could change, especially as Kian is on hards, and these two are on mediums, so
It depends. Kobe has to catch up quite a bit. He needs to at least be under 3 seconds
yeah.
behind. Now they're coming up to back markers coming out the pits.
So there's a massive gap.
Oh no, they're not. I'm looking at someone else. Sorry. Looking at Steve.
Oh, Stevie and Podge getting together, and that's really close, with actually JJ very close behind as well, so yeah, this is gonna could start kicking off. Yeah. We're on lap 18 of 26, so only 7 or 8 laps, oh sorry, 8 or 9 laps left, and very quickly this Silverstone Grand Prix is coming to an end, so with only a few laps left we're going to come into the final part to find out whether things will stay the same or whether there will be any changes. Don't forget the penalties that the guys have. The biggest one is Millsy with 14 seconds, but possibly the most important one is Kian, who's got 6 seconds. If he gets any more, he is really going to run the risk of losing his podium position to Kobe or Jamie, who are still really close together. And oh, that's Stevie and Podge again still coming together, and Stevie is not letting off. He's going to, oh, possibly Podge is on soft tyres, Stevie's on the mediums, so that could slightly change towards the end of this race as those tyres will go off quicker for Podge. But let's have a look.
Steve will have to pit soon.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, so 15 laps here he needs to pit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame for Stevie.
But being on the back of Podge on them old tyres while he's on the softs, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Leclerc got
very much so.
27.3.
So Leclerc is really quickly, potentially, could he? No, so this is where it gets. Could he catch him? Of course, he's got those penalties, and so he needs to stay 3 seconds ahead. He's got to get past him and stay ahead. But yeah, not sure that's going to happen. So Jamie's still on the back of Kobe and still hasn't quite managed to catch up. So Kobe's holding 4th position, and he's got that potential to get a podium, but at the same time he's got to watch Jamie behind him. So let's go up to Leclerc and Ruben then. Yeah, still a fair bit away. On to lap 19. JJ and Podge now having a great race. Oh. As Podge in the Red Bull has got, sorry, JJ in the Red Bull was both Stevie, of course Stevie actually, so he's got past Podge on those tyres, which is 16 left. So it's amazing. Is he going to pit or is he going to hold off for 6 laps? He could put softs on, but I don't know if it'd be too late.
Oh.
JJ, oh, he's going to get past, a bit of contact. Yeah, but he gets the job done, so that means that Podge is struggling now, is dropping off as he gets pushed down to 11th position.
Surprised Steve's still on them tyres.
Yeah, I know, without a doubt. Further up, then we've got Millsy, who is trying to get past. No, not Millsy. Sorry, I'm looking at Marcy. So, no, Marcy. It's not Marcy, is it? He's not in it. He is ghosted, so I don't think he's racing.
He's catching. Look at Ruben up slowly.
3-second time penalty for Podge for track limits, no doubt. So with just 6 laps left, is it going to be Ruben or is it going to be Leclerc?
He's trying to chase him down.
I have to say that it's not been perfect for the Renaults.
Are bang on even with each other. They are though.
They are super quick, but they have known to have some troubles right towards the end of the races.
Yeah.
So anything could happen.
Coming out to some back markers, which I know they ghost, but the ghosting can be put off-putting.
Let's watch JJ and Stevie. So JJ's managed to get past Podge and now is free to get past Stevie. Stevie, don't forget, on those really old mediums, as JJ, his tyres are only 7. So look, Stevie's 17 lap old tyres. He's going to have no chance to defend against JJ. Oh, Jamie Owen gets a penalty. Here comes JJ.
With DRS, Steve ain't giving it up though.
No, he's not.
Oh.
And JJ gets passed up to 9th then. Let's go on board with Stevie.
Got to say, Steve's doing really well with them used tyres.
Yeah.
Still not pitting as well. Something's happened to Callum.
And that is Jamie Owen still on the back. Oh, look. So Kobe has still got Jamie Owen fighting for. Let's have a look at the penalties. 6. So Jamie now. So Jamie's got to get past Kobe, and he's got to get to a position where the time penalty isn't going to push him back down.
Points. Top 10.
What's going on with? Oh, Podge is on a go slow. He's DNF'd.
I think. Yeah.
Yep, he is stopped. So Podge finishes the race as a DNF. There's a no point finish for him. I don't know why he was on a slow. I was trying to figure out, but you can't actually view him as a car. No, he's back. He's been taken off the circuit, so we don't get to see what happened to him. So PB's on the back of John Neves. John Neves up to 7th.
Oh, we ain't had a safety car for a while.
No, so say. Now, this is interesting because Ruben has got all that traffic to get past. Yes, they are ghosting, but it's still slightly off-putting. Could it make a difference? Personally, I think they should be not ghosted.
Yeah. You can't get that in real life.
No.
It would make it interesting.
Doubt the 12 cars, so Callum just finishing this race could get some points, which would be decent for him. And there is Kian. So Kian is not nowhere near those Renaults. But actually, Kian is staying ahead of Jamie Owen, who's got past Kobe. So, but Jamie Owen's got an 11-second penalty. Kobe has 3. So if you take the 3 off of the 11, you get 8. So Jamie needs to be 8 seconds ahead of Kobe to stay in 4th. Lap 23 then, we are down to the last final laps. PB and John Neave still really close together. As this is a great fight. But of course PB needs to get past and needs to have a gap of
3 seconds.
2 seconds.
Oh, two.
Just 2 seconds. And PB's got on the softs and John is on mediums, but and they're newer for PB, so it's going to be another one that's going to be interesting to watch right to the end. It's a shame we're not having an extremely close race right to the end. It's all down to tyres, strategy and penalties, which is a shame, but it could still change. 2 laps left, anything can happen. So back up the front. There's our leader, and they're still very, very even, aren't they? Very even.
Still 3 seconds.
And look how much they have gained in comparison to Kian. He's 24 seconds behind now, so that's, you know, real dominance for the Renaults. With just 2 laps left of this. On to lap 25. So whilst that's still going on, we've got someone in the pits. That's Stevie. Decides to pit with 20 laps
Finally.
on those mediums. That's amazing. Yeah, it makes no difference. Yeah, he's going to be ahead of Marcy. Marcy, I was going to say he's not in the race. To say that's really shocked me for Marcy, but that's probably not surprised. So Kobe now really struggling on the back of Jamie. Jamie, as I say, needs to get so far ahead. Jamie needs to be 5 seconds ahead of Kobe in his 1 point. That's John Neves. John is out. Yeah, let's go on board with Callum, because Callum's going to come round and find John Neves on the right hand side. That's a shocking place. Oh, he's facing the wrong way with the tyre off as well. Wow. He's gone off that really bad, hasn't he? That's shocking. Let's go with his teammate Kian. Look, because as you can see, there he is. So, yeah, that's... John's had a nightmare, really, isn't he? So, down to 11 cars.
Well, they're all in points, I think.
Yeah, I think they're potentially all into the points, aren't they? 9 seconds penalty for Leclerc. Kian with 6 seconds.
Which, if they're all in the points, I think that means that's Callum's first ever points.
Yeah, could be. So, Sector 3 yellow flag. Oh, that's Stevie. I can't believe it. Stevie not going to finish the race. He put on those fresh tyres and he's just pushed too hard, clearly.
Wow, he should have stayed on.
Wow, I think he's gone on the curb and it's just spun the car around. So, yeah, Callum points haul. So on to the last lap then, with cars dropping off last minute here. Ruben in the Renault and Leclerc, let's say, because it's going to be a Renault 1-2. It's been dominant from Renault and from Ruben. No one's really put them under threat other than Kian initially in the first part of the race, but at the end of it, Renault has been really strong here. Who can stop them for the season? Leclerc isn't going to get another win, but it's going to be good for Renault as Ruben comes round the chicane for the last time, round the last bend. Ruben takes the win for the British Grand Prix of Tier 4 FRL Online Championship, and Renault get a 1-2, so a really good result for Renault. Kieran Green is going to keep his third position podium. I think he'd be disappointed not to get better. Didn't quite get pole position last minute, and hasn't managed to convert that second into a win, but third is good for Kian, especially for Mercedes, seeing as John crashed out near not that long ago, did he?
No.
Jamie is ahead of Kobe, but he's not going to get that position as Wild Dog Kobe has less penalties, so Jamie gets 5th, Kobe gets 4th. Another good result for Kobe. I think he'd be happy with that. Millsy is 6th.
All I can say is, obviously Callum will have 9th because Marcy's not there.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be the first ever time Callum finishes in the top 10.
And here comes Craig. That's it. So it's a slightly disappointing end towards the latter part of the race, but a really entertaining start. It was interesting with the strategy, so, but yeah, who can stop Renault? Of course, the Renault bloke in the background looking really happy. both his drivers are on the podium, and say Kian, I think he'll be happy with that third, with that podium. So final finishing positions then will come up. There we go. Ruben gets first with the Renault 1-2, Leclerc in second, Kian in a Mercedes is third, Kobe van der Hayden in the Haas for 4th, Jamie 5th, Craig keeps the 6th, JJ 7th, PB 8th, Marcy doesn't get 9th because he actually wasn't part of the race, and Callum Baker is the last to get the points with 9th. Everyone else didn't finish or disqualified or left the race. Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an exciting race, and we will see you next week for round 6. And as I quickly have a little look to see where we are heading, let's have a quick look. It is going to be at the American circuit, which is Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Lovely. Right, see you guys next week.